there's no neutral position. When you don't choose to speak up in that situation, you're not standing out of the way. You're choosing the shooter over the baby. When there's drugs in our neighborhood that are hurting our babies, and drug wars that are threatening and killing and intimidating our people, our loved ones, our mothers and fathers and daughters and sons, we are choosing the drug dealers over the community when we say nothing. You have to pick a side. There's no neutral position for people in this country. There's no neutral position for the people of God. You don't choose God, you choose Pharaoh. Preacher told me that last night. He said, my people want me to scream out the Pharaoh, let my people go. He said, I got to scream my people sometimes. You got to let Pharaoh go. Leadership is letting go of those things. Leadership is rejecting the narrative that says that we have to play into this. Leadership is being your authentic self and exercising a notion of self that stands up out of the crowd and doesn't just follow suit. That's what the brother Tracy was trying to tell me. That's what he's trying to get you to understand. He wanted me to embrace the notion of self and of leadership that would not make me think that because I couldn't be a basketball player, that I couldn't be a student. That if my dream had been deferred or delayed, that I couldn't be anything else. He said to me, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? I said, I can't be what I want to be. I wasn't even talking about basketball. I said, I can't be what I want to be. I can't be what I want to be. I said, I want to be a professor. He said, to be a professor? I said, I can't. It's too late. I'm too old. I'm 19. It's time. After he finished laughing at that, he said, if you want to be a professor, just go be one. He said, what does it take? I said, well, it's going to take me at least 3 or 4 more years for undergrad. It'll take me a couple years for making a master's degree. It'll take me 3 or 4 years to get a PhD. It's going to take me like 10 years to be a professor. That's just too long. You know what he said to me? He said, fool, 10 years is going to go by anyway. You're just not going to have a PhD. What we need at this moment is a kind of patience. You all live in a moment that has all, you got Facebook and Twitter. Where's the leader here from Twitter? Where's she at? Ain't that a leader here from Twitter? Nobody knows what I'm talking about? Okay. It's on the leader on Twitter, right? I can't get the point. You got Facebook and Twitter. YouTube. You want to have a world of technology, but anthropology, all time, space, compression, the world is faster. In short, when I was in school, we had pen pals. That's real life pen pals. You write a letter to your pen pal in September, you get a letter back like November. My name is so-and-so, I like these houses. I was like a candidate. Then you get one back. You get one back like in April, but the relationship is over. Nowadays, y'all have Facebook walls. Y'all can meet people every day. Y'all can write to each other and listen to the music, post each other, whatever that means. Patience. When you train patience, will allow you to craft a dream and work at it. Shape it, mold it, build on it. Watch it fall, pick it back up, scrape it off, dust off, keep going again. It takes years to be an overnight success. But you all need the kind of patience that it takes to make that happen. America is this nation, this democracy, this notion of justice, this notion of freedom, this notion of equality, this notion, the idea that we can have a room filled with black people and white people and older people and young people, Muslims, Christians, Jews. The idea that you can have a room like that is part of a long process of discipline and patience and faith against all evidence to the contrary. And so when I went back to that man in the train station, I said, yeah, okay, well, even if I want to go back and even if I can take that much time, what will the people say about me? When I left school, they said, oh, we know you're going to drop out. We know you're not coming back. I said I had a plan. They said I didn't have a plan. They're going to laugh at me. They're going to say I told you so. They're going to call me a reject. I'm going to go to a school. People are going to think it's a reject. They're going to laugh. They're going to say, you're homeless. You live on the street. You're no good. I won't tell you exactly what he said, but he said, forget them. He didn't have the vocabulary, not because he was smart, because it hadn't been invented yet. He didn't have the kind of critical vocabulary that your generation has around this kind of person who has a kind of schadenfreude, a kind of existential commitment to the social misery of others, what you all call the hater. How many of you all know a hater? Exactly. Some of y'all raise your hand a hater. Talking so long. That's okay. The hater is the person who sees a vision in you. The hater is the one who sees a possibility in you and hates you because of it. I played basketball most of my life. Everybody who got cut from the basketball team always was there better than everybody on the team. And every school and every place in the country, everybody who's the garbage, everybody got cut is good. You walk into a university and you start getting A's instead of C's. You start studying instead of partying. You start going to Bible study instead of drinking. Whatever your thing is, you start doing it. You say, oh, he thinks he's better than us. Oh, he's acting white. Oh, he's acting bougie. Oh, he's acting snooty. No, they see something in you. You walk into a club or you walk into school, sometimes it ain't much different. You walk into you walk up in there looking good with your hair done, your nails done, smiling. They say, oh, she thinks she's cute. And you are. That's why they're mad. The hater is not the person who simply beats up on somebody who doesn't have. The hater is the person who sees something special in you, who sees the possibility in you, who sees the gifts in you, who sees the talent in you, who sees the potential vote rights that black folks just really had the right to vote officially, for real, 45 years ago. Which is fewer than 200 years ago. Legalized inequality, legalized slavery. We're just 60 years away from freedom rights. Water hoses and working dogs. This is the world that we came from. There was no evidence to suggest that this room, not the president, but this room was even possible. No evidence. Common sense that this can't happen. Common sense that this won't happen. What the man in the train was trying to tell me was you have to shake off the haters. You have to articulate a vision and embrace a vision and pursue a vision in spite of the odds, but you're going to have to have a profound sense of hope. You have to have an almost revolutionary commitment to believing in the world that is not yet. For some of us, that's a social justice project. For some of us, that's a belief that the world doesn't have to be unequal because you're poor. That your school doesn't have to be bad because you don't pay as much in taxes. That you're not the price because of who you love and how you love.